I know at one time they were allowed to like write
That's what I want to do.
citations in
Parking
parking
in them
lots.
handicap spots.
Handicap
In Pasadena,
spots.
that was the biggest. That and the Vacation Watch program were the biggest that
Vacation
the
Watch.
COP
Okay.
did. Yeah.
Okay. Well, outstanding. Those are so we're excited about that too.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that gives them a little bit of uh, uh, joy to do.
Yeah. I haven't done my training yet. The 4 people have gone through the training to be able to like drive the vehicle and
Outstanding.
yada yada. I haven't done it yet. I will. That's on a Saturday. I'm like, come on,
The
Tim.
one in Pasadena was too, and then they had like.
Yeah.
He did it after the Mardi Gras parade. I'm like, you know what people want to do after the Mardi Gras parade, and it's not
Trained to
trained.
be police volunteers.
Please.
Duh.
Yeah, okay.
Goes hand in hand.
He was like,
Yeah.
"Is that a water bottle in your koozie?" No, so I can't come to the training.
Some of us just watch the parade, Ramari.
Yeah, well, I said, catch me next quarter.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Texas City Tales. I'm Jennifer,
And I'm Ramari.
and today we're here with Police Chief Landis Cravens. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good
Excited
morning.
to have you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I know it's a busy schedule. I know it's a busy schedule that you've got. I can't even imagine
Yeah.
because police department in Texas City, they're doing things. Things are happening. Y'all are growing.
Growing.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, with the growth of the city, we correlate. You know, there's an expanded reason for public service, your police and fire. And so, yes, we're growing. You know, when I first started, I'm in my 29th year, and when I first started, our authorized strength was 78 officers. Now, our authorized strength is 101. So, it's been a chore. You know, we're building public servants, and that's always a challenge.
It is. I know. I know that recruitment at agencies, everywhere is a challenge to keep and retain too, because then you have officers, retiring or things like that.
Absolutely.
But I know one of your goals in Community Matters 2030 kind of touches on some cool programs that are happening to help with that, like our
Yeah.
cadet program.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. Before the cadet program, we had one pool that we can pull from, and that was with individuals that were basically already peace officers. Now with that cadet program, we can actually pull from untapped resources, which is civilians that meet our qualification, that go through the same vetting process as the regular officers do. And what that enables us to do is to hire them, to put them through, pay them a salary, put them through the police academy, and get them in line to becoming full-time police officers with the city. This is our third time that our third class, cadet class that we're hiring for, and so far between the two that we've already had, 7. We've got 7 officers that are doing wonderful.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
so
that's
we're
awesome.
looking to hire 3 or 4 more in that program and just kind of build till we get to that our staffing level of 101.
So who would you suggest come and apply, or, I don't know, what characteristics or, other than just wanting to, because I think that's the biggest, I think this is a career where you have to really have that passion and that desire to serve, I feel like.
Absolutely. My favorite is homegrown folks. We're looking to get folks from our community. You know, that's not always a possibility, but being homegrown myself, that's one of the things that we kind of look out for. But folks that they have to love being a public servant, because that's what we do. That's everything that we do. They have to want to be able to be engaged and be helpful. And those are the type of people that we're looking for.
I love that. I'm homegrown too, so you already won me over with that one for sure.
Absolutely.
But I think police work, I think, is an area where you get a lot of opinions sometimes on social media that kind of run the gamut. But I think that's one thing that I really like when people remember that so many of our officers here, they live here, they grew up here, they went to school here. Like, these are people, these are your neighbors, these are your friends, your classmates. Like, they care about this community and this city just like the people they're serving.
Absolutely. It makes a difference.
It does.
It does.
It does, yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But we still accept the ones who didn't grow up.
Thank you, because I'm not homegrown, but I do love it here.
You're like honorary homegrown by this point.
Thank you. Yeah, I know that was the very first goal in Community Matters, being that like the police department wanted to really engage with the community by way of like different programs. So I know the Citizens Police Academy, the COP program, restarting like the Explorer program. So can you tell us a little bit about those things?
Yes. Our community on policing program, they're getting ready to get their hands dirty. A figure of speech. We're getting ready. We've had 4 that have now gone through additional training where we've got our COP vehicle, and the citizens here will be able to start seeing it being mobile around. They are our second eyes and ears, and then we appreciate them. They go through an extensive training program where they know, they start learning and stuff about what we do and why we do certain things. Now they'll be able to go out in their patrol cars and do some of the smaller things, I guess you can say, and be more active and the community, engaging with the community as well. So we're looking very, very forward for that happening as well.
Yeah, I think that's really neat because it lets, like you said, people get engaged, but then it also frees up our officers, to go to other things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's like almost like honorary police officers out there, like
Right.
I don't know, the assistant officer, I don't know.
Right, that's right.
Yeah,
A little bit.
yeah.
Right. Another thing, most citizens, because they have their jobs and other factors, family and stuff, they want to get involved to a certain extent when things happen, but then they don't. They don't want to raise their right hand, have to do the court thing. But our COP folks, like I said, they're our second eyes. Now, they may not, want to do it. I don't want to do it at times and stuff, but, they are our second eyes and ears, and they would be more engaged to do, give testimony on things that require that. So, we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I think that's such a cool program.
Yeah.
Right.
So what kinds of things would someone who's in the COP, like what might they be doing if they were interested? Some of our ordinances, the smaller ones that is not too demanding. We have a signs ordinance. Sometimes garage sale signs and stuff is put in right-of-ways or put in areas where that they're not supposed to be. Well, they'll drive, they'll pick those things up and dispose of them. Another thing, we noticed that one of our neighboring cities in the county, they use their citizens on patrol to do covert things, a little bit covert things. With the growth of the city, we've been having a problem with new construction thefts. The folks on the COP, they'll be able to covertly be our eyes on sites like that, and then do what we call in a strike. Well, they'll be able to call and have an officer to go by so we can check into those things, and when they see something suspicious. So new constructions, they're also able to citations with parking violations or minor things. They'll be able to write citations for that, or at least warn folks, hey, you're in violation of this law.
So that's going to help us out a great deal as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know you guys just restarted the Explorer program in the past few years, which is for younger people. You know, it's, I want to say like teenagers to up to what, 18, 21, something?
17, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and then I heard that you're also in the process of developing curriculum for a program that's kind of similar to the Fire Magnet, where it would give high school students an opportunity to get some hands-on training.
Absolutely, absolutely. This goes back to you're really trying to develop homegrown talent where we can.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yes, that pilot program is TAPS. It's going through the system right now. We're getting that together.
Yeah, I think that's
That's
so
exciting.
Cool. Yeah, and you know, I'm too wimpy to be a police officer, but when I heard some of the curriculum ideas, I was like, can I just? I mean, I'm also well past high school. We acknowledge that too, but it sounds like so much fun. I mean,
Right.
I feel like anyone who's into true crime or you know those police procedural shows like would also be interested. So if you see me in there, Chief, just pretend like we don't know each other.
Just take your camera and say that I'm here for social media pictures.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Take me with you and I'll
Genius.
carry your
Yeah.
bag.
It's very heavy.
I'm here to assist.
Yeah. I just think that, you know, programs like that where it kind of helps, you know, it might help the students kind of decide if they want to pursue that career. But it's also a way for kids to realize, again, that police officers are just people just like they are. You know, I think sometimes when we see police officers, or if they're responding to something, it's not usually a good day for that human,
Absolutely.
you know, who's interacting. And so I think seeing like our officers teaching, and we had one not too long ago. I was driving down the street and one of our police officers had stopped and was playing basketball in the street with a kid.
Absolutely.
And, you know, just like moments like that, I think really tell the story of the department.
Absolutely. Any of the positive reinforcement times that we can meet, especially our young folks, is very, very good.
Yeah.
It's very good, and that's what we want. So, yeah, we're trying our best to get in the schools and be more engaging, because that's where we'll gain our folks. We got to make those memories, those contacts and stuff at that early age. And so we're engaged on that.
Yeah, I love that. And I know Ramari likes to engage you because she's part of your Citizens Police Academy alumni.
Yes.
I am.
A very valued member. Very valued
So
member.
give your pitch, Ramari. Come on, tell all the rest of us slackers why
Well,
we should be there.
I guess I'll just start off by saying the reason why I joined the CPA. First off, it's because I'm nosy. So we had a really weird incident that occurred, and it kind of forced me to finally, I guess, really interact with the police department, because in years prior, I only interacted with the chiefs. So the two prior chiefs, like, that's the only person that I talked to at the police department. And so we had like this really weird incident that occurred. And then I started talking to all of these different officers. And then we had a legal assistant that was deployed, and I became wholly responsible for open records requests, specifically body cam. And so I started to kind of know these officers from like the inside out. Like, I can tell you which ones have like weird quirks about like clicking their pins or like messing with their, like, they all have who carries around tons of jugs of water, who has clean cars and who doesn't. Like, I know so much about them, the passwords on their phones, like so much. But
I hear restraining orders being filed.
I know. But I'm like, I wouldn't know their faces until you see them appear on somebody else's body cam. I'm like, I know these people, but I don't know these people. And I don't really know what they do outside of these incidents that are like captured in like these small moments. So the CPA flyer kind of popped up, I want to say maybe like on Facebook with a QR code. So it's like, let me just join and see like what this is actually about. And you learn so much. And it was like one day a week I want to say maybe like a 2-hour class or something like that. There's snacks, and Corporal Hurd makes it a lot of fun. You learn so much. I love it.
Yeah, so I did the Citizens Police Academy in another city and fully intend to do Texas City pretty soon. But same thing. So
we have a class coming up in the summer.
All right.
Dates are forthcoming.
All right, well, I will put that on my calendar. But being in the communications role, I hear stories, we get awards, we have programs launching and things like that. And I thought, I'm going to go through this just so I can speak more informed about it and know what I'm talking about and how it actually feels and what it's like. But I'll know most of the stuff. Nope, wrong.
Right.
Learn stuff every week. And it was fun. It wasn't like sitting in a classroom and hearing a lecture and being forced to take, a pop quiz or something at the end. Like, you're kind of exploring and, really like seeing up close, which I loved. And, I don't know why it's not always full of, again, the true crime people and,
right, because they take you
the
through
legal stuff.
certain cases. We had someone that was in the CID, and he talked about a case that had just closed. It was a really sad case. I really wanted to just cover my ears, like, oh my God, I don't want to know. But just taking us through that entire process, it's like true crime.
Yeah.
It was really, really interesting. And we got to shoot guns. So if you're into that kind of thing.
Right,
An
absolutely.
AR-22, I was like, oh, yeah, I need one of
We can
these.
get to do that. And
Yeah.
I need to step it up to the better CPA experience.
come on.
TCPD.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just, true crime podcasts are extremely popular. Not as good as this podcast. But, there's such an audience for it. So this is the way to, like, step into that podcast and live it.
Absolutely. A lot to do with our Citizens Police Academy is you understand the why we do things the way that we do. And we do a lot of practicals, so it actually puts the members in different scenarios, some scenario-based training. So, yeah, it opens our eyes. And another thing that it opens the eyes to is that there's a lot we have to deal with legislation all the time, and unfunded mandates and things like that. And they'll get a taste of why things change, and so it's a good program, and we really appreciate those that attend.
All right, Chief, I'm coming.
Mark that off. I got one. Done my recruiting for the year.
Come on, you're leading the way. You got one, keep it going.
Yeah, okay.
Got to keep that momentum happening.
So outside of the cadet program, if there are people that are already peace officers, you guys are hiring.
Yes. I believe as it stands right now, we have 5 open positions. We have 5. So, yes, we are hiring. So, by all means, certified or uncertified. We will. We do our extensive background. The uncertified for the cadet program goes through the same vetting process as those that are certified. And so, yes, we are looking.
Yeah. And I really like, and people may not realize, I feel like in a police department, there's so many different divisions that whatever your strengths are or your interests, there's kind of a niche for you somewhere.
Absolutely. We not only patrol, but we have criminal investigations. Those are our detectives. We have crime scene investigators, which is our CSI folks. We are getting ready to form a crime suppression unit, which we'll use to target the hot spots. We are an intelligence-based agency. So the reports that we get, our records management system, they identify hotspots. This group will be able to send to those hotspots, and they can either be reactive or they can be proactive. There's covert things that they'll be able to do where normally when we receive a phone call, we'll respond and we're always reactive. We're behind the curve. These guys here, they'll be able to be able to be proactive in our efforts at reducing and dealing with crime.
Wow, I love that.
Yes. We have a canine program as well. We have drones. I think we have 4 drones and stuff, 1 per each platoon. And we have we have SWAT team. We have quite a bit of resources and stuff that different officers can branch off to in a department.
Yeah, you can kind of take it and make it your own. That's
Absolutely.
what I love.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Look, Ramari's considering it over there. Now I'll recruit you.
No, there's people over there that have tried, and the mayor said no. Maybe one day. We'll see. Because I'm nosy. I'm nosy enough to find a job in the police department.
Yeah, I feel like so many of us think that we are online detectives now, you know, like you can hunt people down and stuff. But other than that, I have 0 qualifications to do this. But I'll cheer you on every step of the way.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah. Go for it. You got your start with body cam. I was sufficiently freaked out by that whole conversation.
Yeah, I'm sure Ramari sees and hears a lot if she's reviewing body cameras and stuff.
Yeah. I'm always calling Wiley.
Yeah.
I think he sees me as a little sister now.
Absolutely.
So he's the one that's always recruiting me. Like, you want to come to my office? You want to see this? You want to do this? Maybe we could see if Cravens will let you come over. No, the mayor's already said no. That's not a civilian job. They've already said no. So, yeah.
Just put you through the cadet program. Good to go.
Okay, Jennifer.
Hey, I'm just recruiting the same way I was recruited.
Well, Chief, thank you so much for everything that you do. Thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Absolutely. I really enjoyed it and stuff.
Yeah, come back anytime.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right.
So thank you to Chief Cravens with the Texas City Police Department. Thank you to the City of Texas City for sponsoring this podcast. You can watch new episodes on Wednesdays on the city's Facebook page, YouTube, or wherever podcasts are streamed. Until next time.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Say all that again. That was perfect.
Yeah,
We're gonna go off on left field.
yeah,
Derek's gonna have to slice and dice. Be prepared.